Hi, back again. This is number 2 in waking up to what we're eating, the solutions. So we've talked about juicing, we've talked about cooking food from base, going back to basics, I suppose. Another thing that's very, very important is our consumption and your consumption of animal products. Okay? Now, what I mean by animal products, that's meat and or lactose products as well, like butter, milk, cheese. Okay? There's lactose in everything. Now, let's talk about milk. In the, I don't know, I think it was the 60s and the 70s, we were sold a lie. We were told that milk was fantastic. We were told that milk was the answer to growth. If you wanted to get tall, drink milk. If you wanted to be strong, drink milk. And people from the 50s and 60s still believe that today. And they encourage the children to drink pints and pints of milk. Wrong. Milk causes a massive amount of intolerance in people. People have intolerance to lactose and they don't know about it. The amount of people that suffer from sinus, all of the chest area has problems when you drink a lot of milk. All around here, you get headaches, you feel lethargic, you feel ill if you're intolerant. Why did they promote milk? Well, I think they had a surplus of milk and it was like, well, let's say it's really good for you. The bottom line is studies show that people who drink milk a lot are more prone to porous bones. The bones are softer than people who don't drink milk. And not only that, but the inside of them, the intestines, people who drink milk have very unhealthy innards. For lots of reasons. Milk is pasteurized and homogenized. And not only that, but it's filled with antibiotics as well, because the animals that give milk have to have antibiotics all the time because they're constantly getting mastitis in the udder. I don't know whether you would call it mastitis, but infection in the udder. Okay? So the milk that we get isn't good. Don't be fooled. Don't believe when somebody in authority is telling you that this is good, question it. Okay? Why? Because I can tell you, I have no gain telling you this. I'm not gaining anything, a lie. You probably noticed at the beginning of the video, there's an advert that comes on. From my videos that I put up, every month, I gain something like £10. I think it's something like £10, okay? So I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing it because I want to help, okay? And I know this isn't the usual Jehovah's Witness type attack, but this is something that I feel very, very passionately about. However, when somebody is telling you that milk is good for you, and they're the people who are selling it to you, that's when you have to ask the questions. That's when you have to say, wait a minute, are you telling me the truth, or are you just telling me this so I'll buy your product? That's the bottom line. Okay, so milk is not good. Lactose products are not good. If you must drink milk, drink organic milk. And if you can, get raw milk. It's banned in some countries, raw milk. But if you can, that's the best option. However, there are lots of alternatives. Cynthia and I, we drink almond milk. And almond milk is absolutely lovely. We have it on our cereal sometimes, and it's beautiful. It's not so hot in coffee, it doesn't really make it white. But listen, sometimes I'll have a little bit of milk in my coffee, organic, and that's okay. But we're talking about reducing your lactose intake. If you reduce your lactose intake, you will feel better. You will notice how much energy that releases. Alright, so milk, let's keep away from it. Butter, cheese, minimize it. Just minimize it, okay? What else? Well, apart from the milk that we drink, we also drink a lot of water. Now this is my pet subject because I've done such a lot of research on it. In our house, we filter our water. We filter the water that we drink. we have what's called a reverse osmosis filter. Now you can buy these. I buy mine from eBay and they cost £40, seems to be the standard thing. They're not difficult to install, they just screw on where your washer goes. Okay? If you put that in, you will have a very pure water supply. Now what I did was, I've been looking at the water that we've been drinking for some while. I don't like fluoride in my water, and because of that I filter the water. Look on Google, find out about fluoride if you don't know. It's totally unnecessary to have it in the water. It's a poison. I don't know why it's there. I think I do know why it's there, but I don't want to get into that. It shouldn't be there. Okay? So we filter our water and we get pure water, near as damn it. I've got a little machine. It's called the TDS Meter. I would recommend that you get it. It costs £5. A TDS meter. You pop it in the water and it tells you the parts per million of stuff that shouldn't be there, or stuff that's there. Okay? Now, if you use a TDS meter in the tap water here in my house, it measures 71. Now, anything more than 200 you should be getting a little bit concerned. More than 300, really don't drink your water. From our tap it's 71. I've just come back from Spain, in Madrid, 46. Yeah, beautiful water, 46. From my filter, 2. It comes out virtually pure. So, I prefer to drink from the filter. However, when I got the meter, I went to the shop and I bought a bottle of water, spring water. It said pure spring water. And I checked it with my TDS meter and it measured 270. 270, this is pure bottled water. 270, just that short of unfit for human consumption. Okay, I bought another bottle, the same. All the water from bottles of water, plastic bottles of water, all measures very high 200s. Why? I believe it's because it's in plastic, and I believe the plastic leaches out into the water. But do not fool yourself. We need to wake up, we need to understand what's going on. We buy a bottle of water. I see the amount of people that say drinking water, not tap water, drinking the bottle of water, because they really think that they're being healthy. Oh yeah, I drink pure water. No, it's not healthy. Drink out of the tap if you're going to drink, because the bottled water is no good. If you buy it out of a plastic bottle, I recommend that if you're going to drink water out of a bottle, try and get it in glass, because the glass leaches out so little that it doesn't affect the water. So water in a glass bottle, but ideally, listen, get your own filter. It's pure water. Now, whenever I talk about water, there's always somebody who, rather than ask something maybe positive about it, say, oh right, and what do you think the benefits are, etc. They always say, oh, wait a minute, you're taking all the minerals out of the water, that's bad. We need minerals. And I agree with them. Absolutely we need minerals. But, two important things to understand about water. One is that the minerals in water cannot be processed by the body. They are different kind of minerals, okay? However, minerals in plants, vegetables, they can be assimilated into the body beautifully. Number one. Number two, for you to get all the minerals that you would need on a daily basis from water, and understand that you can't because your body can't assimilate them, but even if you could, you would need to drink 23 litres of water a day just to get your daily balance of minerals. So there's something wrong with that argument. The bottom line is we get our minerals, our vitamins and our enzymes from our food, from vegetables, not from water. So don't worry. What you want is pure water. Pure water, okay? And the way to do that is with the reverse osmosis filter. They're very cheap, get one. it'll change your life. It'll clean your body. Okay, so we talked about milk and we talked about water. Now, if you wanted, what you could do is you could go on eBay, I think they are, you can buy little strips of litmus paper. You know the litmus paper? We used to use it years ago, and we'd dip it in things and it changes colour according to the acidity and the alkalinity of something. Well, you can get a litmus paper, I bought some, and you stick it on your tongue, and it'll show you whether your saliva is acidic or whether it's alkaline. Now, it's a very general test. It isn't sort of a scientific test. It's very much more like look at the colour and look at the card and decide. But basically what I found is this: if you put litmus paper on your tongue and the litmus paper leans toward green, that means that you are alkaline. Your saliva is alkaline, and that's good. If it's leaning toward yellow, if it doesn't change colour, just stays yellow, because it comes yellow, litmus paper, that's not so good. That means that your body is tending to be more acidic. Now, there are a couple of things that you can do. These are natural things that you can do. However, I am not recommending that you do them until you look at the information on the internet. The internet's full of information about it. Look at the protocols. Protocol just means how you actually use it, what you have to do. But I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've used and I use. Right, there's one simple one, I'll just get it. If you want to make your body alkaline, then what you do is you get some, well, you can't see it, this is called sodium bicarbonate. Okay, bicarbonate of soda. It's what they use in cooking. But this isn't the other one, what's it called? Another soda. This is sodium bicarbonate, it has nothing in it. The other one that they use for cooking sometimes has some aluminium in and things like that. But this is, yeah, aluminium and gluten-free. Right, and all you do is every day you take maybe half a teaspoon in water and drink it, just like a tonic. It's been used for years and years and years. But this will, if you do that, this will help your body to become alkaline. I repeat, if your body's alkaline, disease finds it very difficult to live in it. In fact, it just doesn't live there. Okay, it's been proven over and over again. Cancer, there's a doctor in Italy who, well, an ex-doctor, I've got to say, who uses a fluid, liquid sodium bicarbonate, and he just goes and he puts this onto the cancer tumour. So there's a video on YouTube where he squirts it onto the tumour in the lungs. You can see this tumour. He squirts liquid sodium bicarbonate. The next day he goes in and literally the tumours have receded. And he does it again until they're gone. Because cancer can't survive in an alkaline body. Okay? So I recommend that. But find out about it. Don't just start taking it because I'm telling you. I'm asking you to have a look and to find out exactly the protocols, because you've got to be careful with everything you take. The other thing you can do, which is another, like the sister product, is this one, which is hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is what they use to dye your hair. Yes, it is. But this one is, this is food grade, and it's 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide. And basically what this does is it oxygenates your body. Okay? And you need very, very little. You add very, very little to water, a few drops, and you increase your drops. Again, the protocols are on the internet. Please, don't even think about doing this until you read about it and you understand it properly. But this oxygenates your body. So can you remember I was saying to you that disease can't live in an alkaline environment, nor can it live in an oxygenated environment. Okay? When something is filled with oxygen, it's healthy. Makes sense, doesn't it? That's what we breathe. That's what keeps us alive. If we don't have oxygen for more than, I don't know, 30 seconds, we die. Okay. So there are a couple of things that you can do. So just to review the tips. Eat from base. Base foods. Don't buy the crap that they're selling us. Just don't buy it. B. go for brown. White's not right, go for brown. Brown rice, brown bread, brown sugar, okay, brown pasta. Make your own bread. Also, lactose products, keep away from them. Keep them to a minimum. They're not good for the body. Water, filter your water. Not with a Brita filter, that doesn't get everything out. A reverse osmosis filter. Also, buy good fresh fruit and veg. I'm trying to think of the word, organic, that's it. Buy organic. Why? Because it's very good, and the thing is, the more that we buy, the more they will produce. And the more they produce, the cheaper it'll become. Does that make sense? Okay, the problem is it costs more now because there isn't a big market. The bigger the market, the cheaper it'll become, and the more available it'll become. So we're helping ourselves and we're helping everybody else by doing that. Buy a juicer and start juicing on a regular basis. Do a little juicing fast, try it out. Eat raw nuts and raisins with it while you do it so that it's not such a shock to the body. But do that and notice the benefit. And whatever happens, start questioning everything that you put in your mouth. Stop trusting that the food companies have anything but money in mind. We do not enter into the picture, okay? The only reason that we enter into the picture is because we're a consumer, we're going to buy the product, and they'll do the damnness to make sure we get it, okay? So, there we are. I hope that's been helpful. And now the next video that I'm going to do, if you can stand it, just watch them in little bits, okay? The next one I'm doing is about health, about the healthcare system, okay? I'll give you my opinion on it, and then I'll give you the way to resolve it, alright? See you later.